So really quick before we get into the rumors, before we get into Jess With The Mess, I want to just send some love to Ananda Lewis, who was a former VJ at MTV. She had announced a few years ago that she was dealing with cancer, and recently she sat down with CNN in a discussion about cancer and her cancer journey, and she revealed that her cancer has now progressed from stage 3 to stage 4 because she decided not to undergo a double mastectomy. And basically, like she's always talked about like being, afraid of like the radiation and just some of the different things that go with the treatment. So I just wanted to send her some love. I've been through a cancer battle with my mom, and I was so scared. It took me about maybe 2 weeks to convince her to go through with treatments because she was very scared of what it would do. So, it happens, but my mom was stage 4, and my mom is alive and well today. So I'm sending her a prayer, and just if she hears this or whoever, it's not over. The fight is not won. I mean, the fight can be won because God has the last say so. And I know that firsthand. Right. So I
definitely sending healing energy to Ananda Lewis.
Yeah, I wanted to take the time to do that. Now, yesterday, Lyfe Jennings posted something that picked up pretty viral. He had posted that he reached out to Tiny Desk last month, and they told him that he was not a big enough celebrity for their show. Tiny Desk is a show where you do the live performances.
Absolutely.
He says, so thank you to Unplugged for still believing in me. So I guess he has an Unplugged, which is kind of the same thing, but Tiny Desk has become a lot more popular. He must have that coming down the line. People were going crazy. I know Shade Room posted like a don't forget Lyfe Jennings had the hits tribute to him. People were arguing whether he should have been given the Tiny Desk because the music is good, whether he shouldn't have been given it. I reached out to Tiny Desk because I wanted to know, like, if Lyfe Jennings is there to perform, I think the music would be good too if he's up to it. And so why not? So I reached out to Tiny Desk, and a rep told me that the NPR music team curates the Tiny Desk concert lineup using their editorial discretion to ensure that the music includes discovery and inclusion. They showcase emerging talent emerging new talent as well as known artists. The team gets pitched hundreds of artists, both big and small. Being a big celebrity is no guarantee to get in a Tiny Desk, but it doesn't disqualify you either. Often it's about the timing of an artist's career and their schedules. They said that their team is small but limited capacity to film. They do about 10 shows per month, and unfortunately, they can't accommodate every artist that wants to perform. So it seems like he did reach out. I did double back and say, was he specifically told he was not big enough at the moment? No response on that yet. But it seems like they're just saying they couldn't accommodate him. They have the other things planned. So
it sounds to me like somebody at Tiny Desk just wasn't culturally aware of Lyfe Jennings' catalog. That's all. And I think now that, he put that out there and they're seeing the reaction from people, they're like, whoa, maybe we messed up.
Maybe that's how they are feeling. Because I feel the same way. I'm like, if he can get up there and the mic can be on, that's going to be a great Tiny Desk. His music is amazing.
Yeah, Lyfe Jennings can sing his ass off. And he's a great live performer if you've ever seen Lyfe. I mean, I think I've seen Lyfe live. This was back in the day, but now he gets busy.
Well, we'll see what happens with that. I'll be following that to see. Because remember, the last person who posted something virally about Tiny Desk was Juvie, and it happened. So,
but it was the opposite, right? Juvie didn't know who the hell Tiny Desk was.
Exactly. It was the opposite. Now, this next little bit of this segment, I'm going to call Sis with the Sports. Look at the bob, Charla. Sis with the Sports. The sports broadcasters always have the good bobs. Mm-hmm.
That bob don't look secure.
Whoa, relax. It is very secure.
If you didn't have those headphones on, it would fall off.
Shout out to Jamie Ray. Very secure. So, Devontae Adams in sports news. This trade has been all over headlines. It's being called one of the splashiest trades in team history. So the wide receiver was traded to the Jets on Tuesday. Now, this trade will mean that he gets to reunite with Aaron Rodgers, and ESPN has called them the most dangerous duo. So people feel like this is the Jets trying to stack their hand for a Super Bowl. And people are also wondering when his debut is going to be because he was out with a hamstring injury. He sat out like 3 games. But now it's been reported that he's feeling much better. So people want to know when that's going to happen. It is being reported that he'll probably debut with the team Sunday against the Steelers. Now, the controversy around this, or not the controversy, but just some conversation around it, I like to always get to the T in sports, is that this might have been, people feel like the whole hamstring injury and sitting out, and then the fact that he lowered his salary cap this season to $3.21 million was because he wanted to get to the Jets. That was all just one big play. So we'll see what happens. Brad, I know you're a big Jets fan.
I mean,
You excited about this?
I'm excited. I mean, the Raiders were bad, so anybody want to get up out of there.
Well,
But,
go ahead.
I mean, Adams is nice to have, but I don't think it ensures the Jets going to win a Super Bowl.
Dang, even as a fan? No?
It's like
I don't know,
something
so let
nice
me
to
know.
have, but it's not going to make a big difference. I mean, you still need pieces on defense. The offensive line is bad. I mean,
Yeah, and it sound good. Y'all acting
Yeah, it
like
sound good.
Y'all acting like Aaron Rodgers not 73 years old.
yeah, that
Okay.
too.
And Devontae Adams, and he a little long in the tooth as well. Even though I would love to have him on the Cowboys, but being that he's not a Cowboy, I don't give a damn about this trade.
The owner, you the only person, because even I had to care, and I don't even, y'all know, I don't even have, well, I was going to say I don't have a team, but now the Eagles are my team.
Oh, God.
What? Anyway.
Well, that makes sense. You are from Delaware, so you should be an Eagles fan.
A mention as well, too, Amari Cooper was traded to the Buffalo Bills. That was a big one that people were, like, all excited about as well, too.
That's
now,
a man that we should have never let go in Dallas, but that's a whole other
It
conversation.
seems like the Cowboys don't know what they should or shouldn't be doing.
And you know what? You're absolutely right, but you're not allowed to say
Absolutely
that.
right, because I'm sis with the sports. I'm sis with the sports.
No, only if you're not, just like saying the N-word and you're not black. Okay, don't talk about us Cowboys fans. Only we can talk about us.
Want to hear me say Cowboys no more? Now, the Super Bowl, speaking of, in Super Bowl news, so it was announced yesterday, Roger Goodell said that the NFL is going to be continuing their relationship with Jay-Z and Roc Nation. I feel like we should drop a bomb for that.
Absolutely.
That is
Dropping
a
the clues bombs for that.
major, Jay-Z's been doing an amazing job. The deal was struck back originally in 2019. They struck the deal with the NFL, Roc Nation did, and it was valued at $25 million over 5 years. There is no report right now on what this new one may be worth, but I can only imagine because he's done a lot for the Super Bowl since 2019. It was announced yesterday, too, that the Super Bowl 2028 is going to be in Atlanta. You know why I'm excited about that?
Why?
That's just enough time for me to learn how to strip because inflation is hard.
Girl, you're going to be, when is it? What year is this?
Why you
What
got to
year?
go to age?
Well, I'm just saying, what year is this?
The age has nothing to do with me being able to
You
figure
gonna
out
be damn
how to
near
recover
40.
from inflation.
Nobody want to see that at 40. I do feel like Atlanta needs an adult contemporary strip club though. Like where they are
Wow,
strippers
you trying to
that's
put
40
me
and
in?
up.
You trying to put me in a nursing home or strip clubs?
Yes, because
you want me to be up there with my Velcro straps? It's crazy.
Yes, 'cause last time I was in the strip club, I was in Magic City, and you just don't feel right tipping them young gals. I need to be in there with some 40 and ups. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you be right in the middle. What year is it?
I would be young in there. I'd be fresh meat in there. The old head strip club. 2028. 2028.
2028. Oh yeah, you be close to 40. That's you know what I want you to
you
have
know
better
what?
career goals for
I was just
yourself,
about
Lauren.
to say, you know what? By that time, I won't have to. I'm what? No. But as
Yeah,
soon as I heard it, I thought I know Atlanta and people who've been feeling this inflation and all that in Atlanta, they probably was hyped to hear this because the last time that whenever major events come to Atlanta, it's so much money put into the tourism, the social life, and all that. So I know they love to see it coming.
And listen, how long is Jay-Z and Roc Nation partnership? Did they say how much longer it's for with the NFL?
The current one?
Yeah, the new one, the one that they just did. Did they say how long?
No, the details aren't announced yet. He just announced that they were going to continue working with them. But how long and for how much money, I don't know that yet.
Roc Nation should have been petty and put out a press release that said Jay-Z and Roc Nation will be back to give you all something to enjoy and complain about. Okay? Because you Negroes be so confused. Y'all complain about the Super Bowl halftime performances, but then love them when they come on.
I mean, isn't that that's just how life goes.
No, that's just how Twitter goes. Okay?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It makes it good.
That was Just With The Mess with Lauren LaRosa. Thank you, Lauren.
And I didn't get to the real Olympic sport, the Victoria's Secret fashion show, but I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm gonna leave y'all with that was the real Olympic sport. Google it.
Well, that's the new sport is the plus size models trying to fit their big asses in them little ass Victoria's Secret panties.
We gotta go. Sis with the sports, we gotta go. Wrap it up. You're not about to do that to my inclusive mommies.
We got the People's Choice mix up next. It's the Breakfast Club.
Wake that ass up
early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.